I think we should start off every session with the Bill O'Reilly "We'll do it live, fuck it" scene. Riley, "We'll do it live, fuck it" scene. Oh, sorry. I am Riley my own stream. All right, cool. If you're watching, hello. Alex just got a call from the vet. So we'll see how he responds to good or bad news. All right, a lot of stuff to talk about today. Internally, to catch you and my future selves up, we made the game demo go public live yesterday for the MVP of the Dreadbite game for Founders Forge. I want to check on that and see how that is doing socially. And
now I'm on hold.
You back?
Sort of. They put me on hold because, of course, they did.
All right. I was just thinking. We sent the game demo live yesterday. Yep. We got more feedback too. It's up to 9.
Sweet.
So maybe I'll go check that out later. And then we got to keep an eye on what Ethereum wallet addresses we're getting because we got to send those people. I see Tristan's in here. Tristan, I owe you some money. Well done on getting the top spot. But Alex, I don't know if you saw, Shinigami just beat him again. He's up to 428 now.
Oh my God, dude, they're just trading seconds. I was telling Tristan the other day, we put this thing together and I cannot crack like 6 minutes.
I have no idea where the secret room is either. So we did that. Today we're going to be spending a lot of time trying to illustrate our book, basically, because with this whole thing, basically we're trying, the guy's an absolute beast, yeah. We're trying to come up with the best product that people really want. And the game got kind of it's annoying, it's tough. I almost wish the feedback was worse or much better, but it's kind of right in the middle. There's a lot of people who liked it and they were kind of about it, and then there's people who didn't like it. So we'll see. We got to figure out what that translates into. The thing about the game, though, is that it's going to take a lot to develop that style. Alex, we were talking about internally, is going to be devoting resources to learning GDevelop and potentially, and we were talking to the CEO of GDevelop, which is the gamer platform, like no code platform that we use to build that game. And he was talking to the CEO of that platform, and we want to potentially take Corrupted over there. We could also develop a Wallet Connect app that plugs in so that, you can plug your NFTs into the Corrupted game as well. So I was just telling him how you're going to look into building the Corrupted on GDevelop.
Yeah, I can talk about that really quick if you want. Little update. I talked to Villain this morning. So I'm going to get him like kind of a light outline of sort of what we're looking at. We're both sort of in the camp of doing a completely new kind of style and then doing a systematic integration of the existing game data. And since it's built out of a database, we can pretty much pull whatever we want out of it. So we could play with a couple different options. One option would be a full import where it's literally like we pull all the game data, full histories, full everything is all over there. Or we could tier it with like a system of like badges for people's involvement, depending on like how many seasons of Syndicate they've won, how many total fights they have, and give them kind of milestone achievements, and then list those as like their player achievements and just import that with their first account over. And then they would be playing a new game, but they would have all these like veterans, like ticks and badges, and we could do tokens to signify all those things. Or something in between where we would decide, okay, well, we don't care about pulling in a full fight history. So we're going to give everyone who crossed the 1,000 fight milestone like that. And then we're going to do something else. So we would do like a syndicate talk to see like which milestones do we feel are the most important. But the one thing I want to avoid is being too heavy in the look at all these old players who have 45 achievements that you will never get.
That's what I'm worried about.
And so it would be a lot better for bringing in new people if the veterans get like a few veterans things to make sure that they have like the status that they deserve. But they don't have like an entire photo album of accomplishments that no one else will ever be able to get, because that just sucks to look at as a new player.
The thing is that the veterans still do have the accolades that are inherent in XP and syndicate status and all that stuff, plus the artifacts. So
right. And as we transition to the next corrupted collection, the like booster packs, 250,000 players kind of thing, the OG 4032 will be, well, this is one of the things we've talked about, Mac. We have to figure out exactly what we want to do, but one of the things we were considering is making XP generation for simple holding a 4032 corrupted unique trait, to where those people will have their XP generators, which everyone will want and need, but it's going to be way more time consuming and play intensive for a new player who doesn't own an OG corrupted to do that. That way, people who hold but don't want to play really heavily can still constantly reap benefits as the game evolves, because they'll be just crushing out XP just for being a holder like they are now.
Would that be a double XP though? XP for the in-game and then XP for the NFT?
I would sequester it, so like it would just kind of be, you know how it is now, like where you can earn
in
good
theory,
XP from fighting.
In logic. Okay, got it.
Yeah, the XP system.
XP was going to be a feature that is challenging or easy in the new game, because that requires a database, and I don't know. I guess we could use the existing one.
Mm-hmm. There's no need to go anywhere else. Yeah.
Are we paying for Firebase?
It's part. I mean, Willem maintains a massive, like way more than we need everything anyway. So my impression is that yes, but it's not any extra. It's just like. But that's one of the things we're talking about, is like how to properly hand that over if he completely steps back, or if he's can still be the database like supervisor manager.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was I don't know where that data. Oh, I think it was just via his bot. Yeah, I think with all of his bot networks, because he's making bots anyways. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a bunch he has a dedicated server thing, whatever, for the corrupted, just because we were having so many game failures without that, and it's too much. So it's been better since it went on its own thing, but it needs to like not feed into Discord, because Discord is just like kneecapping a lot of it, you know.
All right, Tristan's asking, what if we had a badge that just has the number of Syndicate Seasons 1? Single badge that just has a number. Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. We don't need to clutter it up with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like if we slimmed it down to, oh, okay, so that's relatively insignificant then. For 100,000. Okay. Yeah, regarding the badges, if I were to pare it down to the ones that are the most important, it would be a syndicate veteran status, with like a little, upgrade with like how many seasons. So, everyone would get one, and it could have like a little Roman numeral. I have a bunch of like AI generated designs for a whole bunch of different things.
Cool.
And I just talked to Willem about setting up a mini style XP mint, because I have a few things I want to be able to like give out to holders. Like, the corrupted ID card kind of things. Because right now in our Discord, we are tracking roles via NFTs you hold, except for Syndicate. There is no NFT to signify Syndicate, and I'd like to fix that. So, because right now, if someone like leaves and comes back and they re-register their wallet, they get all their roles back, but they would lose Syndicate, and I'd have to go in and check that they actually won and then give it back to them. Whereas if they
really, okay.
Yeah, so I want to create like a NFT that's non-transferable, that I can give each of them who wins, that will just mark their wallet as Syndicate, and that way if they get a new one, it's an easy verification. Like, yep, you have the first token. I'll give you another one on your new wallet if you have to switch for whatever reason.
Why would they leave though? Maybe that
some people
keeping them there.
I don't know exactly why. I personally wouldn't, but I know that sometimes people have hopped out of Discord and hopped back in. it's happened a few times, and then it's never been an issue because all of their roles are tracked via NFT. So it's an easy, like, welcome back, here's all your shit back, you don't lose anything. Syndicate's just the outlier. Plus it's just, it's weird that we're Web3 and all this other stuff, and there's no NFT to signify that you're in the syndicate. Because that was a thing we talked about, Mac, from the very beginning, was like throwing a trait onto one of your corrupted that said syndicate, or whatever, which is, I guess, still a possibility. You could unlock that trait in the XP shop, but
yeah. So when you were speaking to Willem, what is the fastest that we could get a prototype for the corrupted out?
He doesn't have a time frame yet, but when I texted him this morning, that's what I asked for. I said, I just want to know, like, if within the scope of your company's expansion, is this something you think you can do, or is it something that you need to give me, like, all of the details on so that I can get someone else to do it? And he said he can't answer that until he knows what we're trying to do. So we just need to have, like, a dedicated meeting with him to go over those options.
Answer.
Huh? I know.
What a dev answer.
It is, but it's also fair. Like, we haven't lined out what the parameters are. He said basically it would be a lot faster if it was just a simple mobile app that's like a companion for the games where you can, like, set your teams and stuff. But if it's like its own contained game, that will make some things easier and some things harder. So my impression,
I mean, yeah. I love the idea of mobile. I think that's what we're kind of aiming for. We'll probably get the best feedback. I mean, just everyone's on mobile. We don't need to be at that point.
So it's pretty overwhelming that mobile's the way to go.
Yeah. If that is easier for him to do, which it sounds like it is.
Sounds like it is.
Enough. Yeah. Then what would we need to change anything? I mean, we already have the graphics for the verses, right? There's obviously no fight graphics, but why don't we just get the way it is into a mobile app?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess the unknown there is the wallet connect. So we'd have to build that.
We don't. That's the cool part. Because their wallets are already connected to their Discord IDs. So if he just adds a Discord login plugin to the app, then all you do is open the app and log in with Discord, and all your wallet shit is right there as long as you're registered in the actual server.
Very cool.
Okay. It's a good stopgap for now. The thing that we would need to figure out is to onboard new people who are not in Discord. But for now, we could just be driving them to Discord just to set up their account and register, and then they could be app exclusive.
Got it. So then, okay. Yeah. I mean, as much as we can, iron and paste some bullshit together. What was it, that thing that he pasted together that we always reference?
Willem?
No, Brian.
Oh, his food thing. It was like the food package, the first meal kit.
Yeah, with okay, ironed it together. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like saran wrap and whatevering, like, his, like, little plastic styrofoam tray and, like, Ziploc baggying it.
Yeah,
give it to someone.
We reference that a lot.
Constantly.
We say a lot of what he's told us a lot. Shout out Brian Wilson, mentor. All right, well then let's just try and do that. Let's ask him. Can you ask him? Or why do you never chat in the chat that I'm in anymore? What has gotten into you?
Because I'm trying to keep secrets from you.
I don't like when you do that.
Sorry, I needed my pancakes.
You need my pancakes. Ooh.
Honestly, we haven't talked a ton recently, but I just need to make it a habit to switch over. I'm just so used to searching for his DM thread and then pinging him there.
Yeah. Well, message him in our collective one if you could.
Yep.
And then ask him what it would take to do just like the easiest, most hackneyed mobile version of what we have right now.
Okay.
With the ability to expand and improve.
Yeah, because honestly, just putting what we have now into the mobile app and then getting that platform to be worked on by someone else to, like, add more and more graphic stuff and more options, that would solve a lot of the UX problems that we have now.
Yeah.
Because we can get the buttons a lot prettier. So it's like you only have to see one or two buttons at a time until you open a menu or whatever. So we would need to do that, though. We would need to design the UI. So, because he's not going to do that.
But I like that we at least can start working on it. You know what I mean? Because
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
to do. In Discord right now, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I feel like I'm just coming into his house, barging in through the front door, and I'm just starting to work on shit in his living room. You know, it's just weird. So,
sure.
All right, cool. So, can you message him right now, or you want me to?
I got it.
Okay. Just I bet he'll probably respond before we hop off here. So that's that. The Founders Forge game, I say we keep. I'm gonna make a tic tac about it. I haven't made a video in a while, so I want to do that. It's been raining pretty heavy. And then at least we'll get some more eyes on that and get some more info. And then we got to go full book selling mode.
Yeah. I would say the full throttle things would be book selling and content creation for the Forge.
Yes. Okay. So where are we at with that? Are you able to have Mihir help you with that?
Yeah. Actually, let me text him right now.
Is he good at Midjourney or Chat GPT?
I don't know.
I've never seen him do any AI stuff.
I'm not sure. Where the heck? We definitely have a three-way. What's our DM thread called? With the three of us.
Who? Me, you, and Villain? Three-way. It's dirty.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
All right. You know what else? We got to give something special to the person who found the secret room.
Yeah, it sounds like a few did, or did just someone, or?
I'm looking at Twitter, and I found somebody who tweeted about it. So now I'm trying to see if anyone tweeted about it before him.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, Shinigami.
Okay. Dude, they're just killing it.
Rogerio found it just before Shinigami, actually. All right. Rogerio's got a booth thing, PFP.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Rogerio was one of the first players too. Have you found the secret room?
I honestly haven't gone in and even made an attempt, but I don't know where it is, so I am excited to go in there and look for it.
Okay, yeah, I think it was Rogerio.
The subject of that phone call, by the way, was moving my vet appointment up because they had something happen, so I have to go in like 30 minutes.
Okay, all right, let's
Okay, ping Willem in the chat. So we'll start that. His original projection, when that's kind of what we were talking about, Samil, was 4 months. And then he said, of course, with your usual dev cushion. So, but basically what I'm imagining is what I wrote in there just for everyone imagining that we would have the ability to view your characters and their stats, that you could set teams in the appropriate brackets, that you could stake them to auto fight in the arena or queue fights manually, view the leaderboard.
I see it.
And
yeah, and the XP board on Shoup. Yeah, we can't do 4 to 5 months, dude.
Right. I'm not thrilled on that, but I'm just saying that's what he said the first time we talked about this. But he also threw Tristan straight under the bus and said Tristan is potentially helpful. Looking at you, Tristan. By the way, quick, so we have the 2 winners for Neil's lottery Mac. So I'm going to put them in my update post today, and then Neil's going to reach out and start doing those.
Okay.
But so that's exciting. So all of the marketplace stuff is wrapped, and now we're just on to the next one, and we're still waiting for Trevor on the refunds for the One Eagle lottery.
Let me see what he texted. Someone gamed the system. They're able to input negative quantities.
Really? That seems like a problem.
Everyone's trying to be corrupt now.
For real.
He said, if it feels like that again, I'm just going to refund everyone, and you can rerun the lottery another day.
Tell him just to send a mass refund for the One Eagle lottery, and we'll do it again. That's the easiest solution by far. And the least work for all of us.
Still not sure what happened with the XP thing, but
yeah, I can assure you that I did not change the parameters after the listing went live. I'm absolutely positive that I didn't do that.
Okay.
The other thing that came up that that was pointed out was that if you go in and you purchase lottery tickets, so let's say the max that a wallet is allowed to get is 10, and you go in and you buy 5, and then you're like, nah, I want to buy 5 more, and you go back and you buy 5 more, it logs it as 2 entries for 5 instead of going into your full like up to 10 limit. So it looks like limit parameters are still on there, like it tracks how many you've bought, but it puts them in different order categories. So we had someone who did that, and then when they won, it sent them a double win notification.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I don't know if there's a way to just tweak it so whenever a user or a wallet purchases, it all goes in the same basket, but that looks like it was an issue.
Yeah, it's a logic thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's just try and keep that.
It's fine. I mean, like I said, one thing, if this is kind of how Trevor is, I just need to get like, we need access, and I need to know like what to tell someone, because I have someone else who's interested in helping. Brendan kind of indicated that he could do some of this stuff and would be able to.
Okay. All right.
And I'm really hoping that the Rose-Hulman students end up vibing with us as a group, because it would be pretty awesome to have full, like a dev staff.
Yeah.
That was down with the cause and interested in. We say it all the time. That's the thing we're missing, is someone in our mental space with the same goals that is the technical co-founder.
Yeah. I know.
So we'll see. I mean, and Andy was the most outspoken out of all of them, but it's a little, oh, by the way, I tried to add Kim to the group chat, and did you know that Discord has a limit on group chat participants of 10? Even though I'm paying $130 a year for Nitro, they won't give me like an extra couple slots.
Wow, that sucks. Yeah.
I thought I could Nitro my way around it, but apparently not. So because we have all 10 of us in the Rose-Hulman thread, I can't fit him in it. So I might just, I don't know what the best way to do it is.
To be honest, I don't know how much Joe is going to be interfacing with those guys, or
I might just ask
Mihir, or even Evan, once it gets down to it.
Yeah.
Because that's not Evan's gig. That's that's not what he's here for.
Yeah, he just, with like how hardcore he is and everything else, it makes sense to have Evan there. I can talk to Joe though.
Yeah, but we don't want to have too many cooks in the kitchen. We talked about this earlier. It's like, I think
it's just more for comms,
awareness.
Just to like not, just to.
Yeah. I just wonder if that comms becomes muddier because we got people saying different things.
That is definitely a concern. Yeah, which I think a lot of that, I don't really imagine that the Discord thread is going to be used for technical stuff. I think most of that, if not all of it, should come from you via Jira for
That's what I'm
the
saying.
team.
Yeah. So, to be honest, I think that when it gets down to it in fall, I didn't say this to Evan yet, but I think I need to, because I think it should be primarily me with you and Michael, just because you guys are the only ones that are really technical along with me. And I've worked with the devs in the past, and then obviously whoever else, if we can get Kyle or Villain to oversee. But
similarly to our recent sequestering of just departmental responsibilities, it just makes more sense for Evan to fully embrace his role as the storytelling officer, to be the one who is making sure that he's the vibe officer of Shoup, to make sure that all that stuff is on, which is not necessarily the dev thing, but more of like an organization, which he would be doing with us. And then that all gets translated via you into dev speak that goes onto Jira to have them do. In no company setting would you have the entire C-suite liaising with the dev team to build out a full product. And then my collateral would be like helping the students be managed as people, not as developers, like HR, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of the system we had before.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's no honor in saying yes to every new thing that comes along, and Evan is very willing to help in a lot of circumstances, but it's not good for his mental health if he does that.
Yeah. Well, and he's said a couple times, and I want to be respectful of what he wants to be doing. And there is so much story related stuff across the whole ecosystem that would use his attention, that his bandwidth is way better spent doing that. Because especially if the most constant, like one of the most constant comments in the RevPoints thread was more stories about the TFM lore in like comic and graphic novel form that then gets like parsed out and minted in the marketplace or Discord for RevPoints. And I talked to Evan about that. I'm like, this is a big lift because this story is huge.
Yeah.
There's no reason it can't be an entire universe. And so if we're doing that, that's a hefty lift to manage.
I would love that, dude. That would be so fun. I think one of our favorite things to do is storyboard shit. How many different iterations of Corrupted did we come up with? Not even talking about the game,
I know.
But just before it. And that's so fun to architect. But
it's easily top 3 favorite things of all time.
Yeah, but it does take some effort. It does take some time, and if you're spending time doing that, you're not spending time, making money, unfortunately.
Well, and there's several areas that the story needs to be worked on, because there's game story, in-game lore, then there's like overarching narrative, and then if there's comics, there's side quests, all of the like backstory and little teeny additions and things that would go into an issue here or a panel there or whatever.
Yeah, we Neil, don't do that to me. Don't give me hope.
Neil, are you offering or are you asking for something? You trying to be the resident AI comic generator?
The whole shtick was meant to be, the hero came. We introduced the hero, the Faceless Many. We introduced their allies, their sidekicks, but who are they fighting against? And then suddenly we find the Corrupted, and they have their allies too. We implemented all these pieces on this board that are just ripe for a epic, whether it's a game, whether it's a story, whether it's a graphic novel. And there's a lot of different things to be played. And within the corrupted side, there's infighting too. So it's another layer, and it's really fun. But we just, if we spent a lot of time making that, we could make it dope, and it could be sick. But then it's like, okay, well, if we sell it for revPoints, then, we're still back at square one. So we got to just figure out. I don't know, Alex. I wonder too. I was thinking last night, I was like, I wonder if we just all, like if we all had paying jobs that paid us well, but then we just did this like story time as fun on the side, then that could be easier. But
it's very funny that you say that, because I just got like an email notification about basically like inviting me to apply for a full-time gig at something that I just was like, okay, well, this is too time consuming.
Yeah.
But dude, the job description was literally what I do. It was like run a Discord, be able to speak coherently in English, and like make sure that people are happy. And it was community manager, but for like a full like blockchain project, and the salary is ridiculous.
Was it?
Yeah. It was north of 80.
Oh, okay. We have different ideas of ridiculous, but yeah, I guess that's
forgetting. I made 30 and change my entire life.
I know, but that is ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Yes.
80K is firmly in the lower middle class now. But it's more than.
I realized that my ideal threshold, if I'm over 60, I'm super comfy.
Yeah.
Changing nothing about. And my lifestyle definitely has like places I could curtail. I just don't.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the other thing, dude, if Discover got funded for $9 million, there's no reason that any of the things that we're doing is not eligible for it. It's just proof that it's who you know and who you're connected to exclusively, with like maybe 10% of it being potential of your project.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, they were in the right place at the right time with Polychain and ICP,
which is definitely a worthwhile to mention component.
Yeah, I don't know how many of those opportunities are around right now. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, there are so many funds with hundreds of millions of dollars that even in the throes of the bear market are still intaking applications and doing stuff. And 9 million is insane. Like, I would never apply for 9 million.
9 million for an unbuilt product? That's crazy.
Yeah, especially because it's a clone essentially with a token. We could clone anything and add a token to it, and it would technically be of the same caliber.
Maybe we should just DM Polychain and be like, yo.
Yeah, for real.
We'll do this for half the price. A different blockchain.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into that rabbit hole too much, Neil is saying that the comic book mint should be for money. I could totally see that. I don't know how much people are buying comic books nowadays, though. I feel like comic book is the most, trite offering that any NFT project could ever offer ever.
It's one of those annoying things where I would agree that, like, I feel like every project and their grandmother is doing a comic, but of that slice, like 0.25% have a story that's worth reading.
Yeah.
So, maybe if you did like a different sort of issue offering, where it was like a traditional comic book offering in a store where it's literally like, $4.99 for an issue, and that's a full story. That's very different than doing like a single page mint for, half an eagle or something. Yeah. Or just printing cover art or something like that, but you're actually like getting a fully digital version of it.
Yeah, we could, but you know what? We haven't planned on that, and I think
10 minutes. Okay.
I think in terms of art and stories, we might want to. I think that the story that Evan made is really exceptional, and I think I want to see what we can get out of that, because that we know is a good story, different audience, but I don't know. I think it's worth it. Do you want to take a little bit of mid journeying?
Ooh, yeah, let's do that for the last 10 minutes or so that I got here, because I made some progress and I kind of wanted to update you. Let me pull up my thing. I can screen share my my thread here.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'll stop.
Oh, I mean, you start us off if you had something up. I can just copy the prompt into the chat here.
I like putting in basic stuff sometimes just to see what happens, and of course, it's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. The ooh, that is awesome. Number 3 is awesome.
Yeah, I love this one. This is what I'm looking for in a kid's book, because you see the face, there's fantastical elements, and there's some kind of action being performed. Look at this shit. This kid's about to get absolutely mauled.
What prompt led you to that?
Dude, a children's book cover.
Oh my
version
God.
5.1. So, hey Neil, if you're still watching, have you used Comic Book? It's apparently a tool that allows you to get continuity between your images. So, like, if we really liked this one, we could write a bunch of other prompts. What is wrong with me? Prompts that would kind of be in that same vibe. And then too, if we go to yeah, I don't know if we need to do the TFM colors. I don't think we need to put TFM shit all over everything. I know.
It wasn't. It was just the color scheme, because I knew it was going to be lighter than black and gold.
Ah, okay.
Because I mean, look how many other colors that dropped into it anyway. You know. And I do like that. Those first 2 I still thought were kind of creepy.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't buy this. There's some little creepy mongrel probably hiding under there.
The bottom one though was good.
All right, let me check pinned messages, because that's where the Neil, you crushed it. Neil, if you're watching, these are hilarious.
Dude, I was dying when that spit it out.
I still want a face. And then you replied to it with that.
For anyone curious, in order to go from the pencil sketch with colors to that, all I did was change the weight of the phrase "child facing forward," and weighted it at 8, which is very heavy. But it literally turned it immediately into like an antique, terrifying photograph of some mid-century demon child.
Kids scribble drawing style. I think that's my favorite.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see what this does then. Because what else we need is, can we double screen share?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. Wait, let me see what happens if I present. I don't know what happens, but
also, what are my settings at? I think I'm still on.
Oh, did mine just overwrite yours? Yeah.
Yeah, you just alpha'd me.
Oh God. There we go.
Yeah, either or. Okay.
Okay, I turned mine off. Oh, you.
By the way, if you're watching, Midjourney is incredible. Have you ever even used any of the other ones, like Dolly?
I've used Dolly. I've just started to. I was going to start to mess with Firefly a little bit today, but I'm like 99.9% Midjourney at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like this style. It looks exactly like Mao Zedong would be all up in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty interesting continuity there, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the hand is.
It's good. It's just very specific. It's a revolutionary.
Type
of propaganda poster.
Yeah, it is. Damn, the hands are perfect in this.
The art style though is great. I do really like it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just not for kids.
Mm-mm.
All right. So, what are we thinking then? If we just do like,
Have you
know
messed
what?
with
I'm gonna take.
leaving, like, if you switch it back to V5
Yeah.
with like style high, and then you can remaster things? I've been having very good luck with that, giving me some pretty cool shit. I don't know. I haven't figured out 5.1 yet.
Where's the fucking? I want to find the
Yeah, Neil, that's why I was wanting to get into it, because I just got that email about all this stuff yesterday.
Where's the fucking text of the book? I think it's in Peener. I hardly know her. You guys are getting a real deep look at my Discord here. I'm feeling a little sus. There it is. Okay. You walk to the, there we go.
There's definitely nothing that could go wrong by you keeping screen share live and just sifting through your entire Discord DMs.
Definitely not. No, you guys are gonna get my secret sauce for my gifts, which are just a thing of legend.
Also, the titles of all of our different Discord threads. Peener, three-way.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm gonna just, I guess, come back to this. Okay, so then let's do this. What is dash style raw?
You can also just put in raw on the settings, and it'll just add it automatically. Just click raw.
What was
style raw?
Okay, style raw. And then, so Neil did kids scribble drawing style dash style raw. So let's see what that does for this.
Here, while that generates, I'm gonna go stick my dogs in crates. I'll be right back.
Firefly made some glitch art is my favorite ending prompt. Neil, I gotta say, dude, you are incredible. Every image you post on Twitter with AI is just fucking amazing. I love it. I'm so impressed by it. So keep up the great work. I know you spend a lot of time at it. It's very clear how much better you are than 99% of the people who do AI in images. I'm gonna take this off. I guess I'll do 5 and then style very high. Let's try that. Okay, let's see what that does. If you walk to the edge at the end of the day, it's quite a long distance and far, far away. Kids scribble drawing style. Let's try that. Neil, if you're watching, what does the style raw do? Upcoming news. Oh yeah. Neil, I think you're in a similar boat as us, man. Like, it's tough to sell NFTs these days. Somebody like you should have a big following. I know you got a pretty substantial one, but I wonder if there's a new way to sell it. I wonder if honestly reverting back to like selling books with AI images in it might be something that's interesting to you. That's kind of what we're testing out right now. So let us know what you got. Firefly made some significant updates. What is Firefly? Is that like Dolly? Oh, chaos mode. Yeah. All right, let's try that. Oh, yeah. I like this. Interesting.
That's dope.
Alex, You like this?
Yeah.
I like it too.
That is very Shel Silverstein vibes.
Yeah, it's like Shel Silverstein with the hyperbolic time chamber and a bunch of acid.
I like 3 a lot.
Me too. Let's upscale it then. So I'm doing version 5 with very high style.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we do for this one. If you come to a place where the whole earth is still and you can see everything up on a hill. Shout out Evan for writing this incredible story. We're really excited to share with you guys.
Yeah, for real. All right, I unfortunately have to go and take these things to the vet.
Let me see him. Take a look at him. Oh, you don't have it. I thought you were holding it.
Oh, no, I put the little ones are staying here. I'm taking the big ones today.
Okay, I'm gonna do dash. What was it? C? Can you read what Neil said? C25.
C25. Yeah, C space 25.
Has to be lowercase. All right, chaos version 5. Why do you say version 5? Should 5.1 not be the default? Is it not like a blanket upgrade?
I've noticed that when they change to the next version, it's like some stuff kind of it is supposed to be technically an upgrade, but it like does certain things different that you may have wanted. Like, so I still sometimes generate in V4 because it gave me like a really specific kind of look, like when I was making those video game characters.
Yeah,
dude, those are so wildly different. It's insane that they all came out of the same one.
You're full. You. I love reading this shit.
I know. You know what was weird, dude? The other day I generated a deck of like playing cards for some corrupted mock-ups, and it perfectly printed like the Ace of Hearts and the Jack of Hearts and 10 of Hearts on like different cards. It was wild. They were all like flawless letters, and it was really weird. I've never had it like do that perfectly before. So it can do single letters pretty well, but putting them in a word, do you want to keep streaming while you do prompting?
Yeah, I might just for a little bit.
Okay. I will I'll ping you when I get home. It should be the only thing I really have on the docket today besides getting some writing done for the corrupted game migration so I can write a more succinct proposal for Willem. Okay.
All right,
and
cool.
Then season ends tonight, by the way, season 5. And we had an obnoxious rule break right at the last second that I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Let's I guess all these rule breaks would not be as well. Would they be as easy on the new platform on GDevelop or whatever?
It would in theory if it was still as connected to the NFT ownership as it is now, just because that's the thing, is people swapping things around to manipulate the leaderboard. However, it's very easy to track because, spoiler alert, the blockchain is public and we can all see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So the second a certain parameter is met, it's literally just send a kill to whoever did it and they get scrubbed from the leaderboard. So it's an easy DQ. Just annoying that it's like still a thing because it's the same few people every time. And it's just like you guys are doing this in theory because you really like the game and you're finding value in it, and you're trying to continually win. But at the same time, like, you doing that is killing its fun for everyone else. So I have to remove you. So you're basically just like, you're kneecapping the whole thing for everyone and you're footing your own bag. It's the stupidest thing ever. I don't understand why they don't see that. But anyway, I'm gonna jump. I'll ping you when I'm back.
All right. Peace, brother.
See you, man.
Sorry, checking in on the chat. Firefly is Adobe. Okay. Dragan. Sorry, let me pin these so everyone can see it. Drag GAN AI tool can reshape images with clicking and dragging. I've seen that. That's very cool. Don't see any dev NFT cooldown before creating the team with the one that you just bought. What do you mean? Oh, for the corrupted. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's tricky. I don't know. Personally, I love the corrupted aspect of it, but it is tough because if you want to make it into an ecosystem where everyone feels like they can play, then it's tough. So I don't know. That was kind of like in the beginning we were intentional about that, like leaving some gaps in there to make it corrupted possible. It's very in theme, like in vogue. When we made TFM, everything was just and righteous and like revolutionary, and we're here for the cause. And then we made corrupted because in part we were like, we kind of want to be a little bit evil. And Alex and I always played the villains in any RPG game. It's like you play Skyrim or Morrowind or even Fable, you get the option to be the good guy or be the bad guy. And sometimes being the bad guy is just a lot more fun. If you're just joining, we are mid-journeying right now. Interesting. I could see one of these working. So what I want to do then is create a design. Let's do a whiteboard. And then this is Rise Up children's book layout. And I'll take these because basically what we're trying to do is illustrate the entire children's book. And the one that I like the best, if I go back to here, I'll check that out, is this. We love this one. Hey, Neil, if you're watching actually, and you still have access to this, could you send me these full images? Dash style raw. Oh, he did the raw style. I forgot to do that. Yeah, because these are my favorite for sure. And then we got a lot too, by the way. Yeah, we were going through these black and gold ones. Kind of felt like those might not be the best for a children's book. Really like this style. Let me just open this. And I will copy it and put it on Canva. Sweet. This is sure. All right. Let's check. Are you still trying to find a book cover? Yes. We are. What we're going to do is probably maybe today even or tomorrow, what we're going to do is probably send out some options to everyone on Twitter and all the social medias as best we can. Maybe I'll even make a TikTok video about it. But we're trying to nail down what people would like the best. What, if you're trying to sell a children's book, whether you're a parent or the kid in you wants to buy it, what would that image be? And so the ones that we have so far, I think these are all from Neil too, which great job. This is a very kind of like Zelda-esque. That looks like awesome for a video game. Oh my God. These are all propaganda, if that doesn't scream communist revolution, I don't know what does. Spent a lot of time in China too, so extra for me. This one is pretty cute, I'd say. I like that one. Might need to make it a little bit more involved though in the back, unless everything is going to be like that. But it's an option. And then people liked this too. I think Mihir and Evan did. My favorite by a landslide were these. This is just so hopeful and happy. I love that shit. This one's really good too. This is a little bit older, but I like the vibe. We could definitely use this image and then put in like some kind of inspirational message. More inspirational than Bape Wid Thor Wat Shibble, for sure. And then this top one's pretty sick too. I like these actually as well. Dash style raw. Okay. So I'm going to try that. These were just random. I don't know why we have dragons in here. There's no dragons in the story. They just look sick. And then we've got a bunch of these kind of like scribbled, colors. That's a little bit of nightmare fuel. That's like what the girl from The Ring would draw. This is pretty cool. This is very Tim Burton. We've got these, yeah. And then these are really slick, but they are, I think, a little bit dark, or monochromatic for a children's book. Because like this, is Alex's favorite. This top right, and we could put Rise Up right there. Let me just take that. Put that as an alternate. And then I think we liked a couple of these too. I also really like this bottom left one. That one's pretty cool. All right. If you have a back cover blurb, it would help with picking or even coming up with a few ideas for a cover. We don't have that artist book summary yet, but it's just a children's book, so I don't even know if they do that. But if you're looking to help, I'd be happy to send you the manuscript. It takes about probably 3 minutes to read, but it's an inspirational story. It's like about a little kid, and you gotta kind of get your hands dirty and work to see the future be the future that you set out to be, and all that stuff. What is it? Be the future, be the change. That's what it is. All right, so if I go back to Midjourney, then I think this one is a possible. And I'll go to this. And then what I'm going to do is take this. This is the whole script. It's really, really good. We're excited to show you guys this. All right. There we go. All right, so there we have the text. Sweet. All right, cool. Now I'm going to take that, go into Midjourney. and then do imagine this style raw. See what that does. I don't know if I love any of these just yet. Kind of like this one, actually. It's top right. Let's upscale that. Okay, so I can't do style raw unless I've got the new version. I'm gonna do that. All right, now. Cool. All right, I'm gonna take this, copy it, check on everyone. Second screen, which you control, what you can share. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't even have a desk, so I just moved. But yeah, I'll definitely do that. Yeah, I know it's a little bit sus. All right. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, you know what? That is here. And this is down there. Ooh, interesting. See, that's the challenge, though. There's like no continuity between any of these. Oh, because I forgot to do kids. Okay. One more time. All right, let's see what that does. Also, I still have the style turned way up, so I might want to turn that off. Let's do that. So what you're seeing now is the difference between style raw with very high style. Ooh. I love these. They're so good. And style raw with no extra stylizing. So this just adds in a bunch of chaos, basically. This makes it simpler. Interesting. Don't really love those. They're cute, but it doesn't really paint the scene. I want to do variations on one there, and then there's no place to hide. Do variations on 3. I think I need to add colorful to each of these scripts. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Potential sketch. Yeah, thank you. Add seed. Okay. Neil mentioned use seed to get consistent images. Interesting. Okay. Let's try that. I think I need to get I like this one. See what seed does. Oh. Yeah, so I need to put the seed in there. Okay. I got it. But once I find a good one, then I need to see what the seed is. So like if I do yeah, I wish I had the seed for that one that Neil sent over, but let's just take it as, let's do, I guess, that one. Yeah. Maybe this one. So let's upscale 4 and then see what the seed is for that one. So now I think I react to this with an envelope. Okay. Cool. So now if I do that to a different image, that should be fine. All right, check in. Okay, let's keep it as that for now. Why the fuck? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we've been going for an hour and 10 minutes. So I think I should probably log off. But yeah, when we come back in, hopefully later this week, we'll have a couple storyboards ready. But that's basically the process, just going through, trying to illustrate everything about this book, and then seeing what kind of like cohesive picture that we can come together for. So excited to see that. Excited to tell people Evan's going to do some readings of the book. We're going to try and send it to some big name people, so it could be cool. We got to see if we want to lean into the AI aspect of it and say like, hey, this was all created with AI or not. Well, not all. The story was created by a person, but or not, and just sell it as is and see if people find out. Because if we do the AI thing, we might get a lot of backlash. Not sure. Anywho. All right. Well, if you're still with us, Tristan, if you're still there, thanks for hanging out, bud. For anyone else who might watch this, thanks for coming along. We will see you in the next one.